Hi, I had a message the other day asking about the vocal improvisations that end this track, sort of ad-libby parts. Most of them go on at the end, but they're dotted a little bit earlier around in the track as well. Now the good news with these is that they're quite easy to get in, and once you've got them in, it's just a case of copying them. So let's have a look at this one first, which comes in the intro. And it sounds like ignore the I just got to get through this. So we're just looking at the if only I could get through this. That's the first one to get in. Get that in on its own. There it is, and it looks like this on the score. 2-bar vocal phrase. First time we hear that then is at bar 8. So let's listen to that on its own. Really simple. Pan slightly over to the left, and a little bit of delay on it, 8th note delay, 0% feedback. And once you've got that in at bar 8, you can go ahead and copy it to 36, 38, 40, a few more here, 68, 70, 72. And then through the outro, it sounds quite complicated, but this particular 2-bar phrase, copy it again to 76, 80, and 84. Second one of these little ad-libs comes in for the first time during this hook section at about bar 41. Let's have a look at that one on the score, and let's put it in treble clef. Okay, so you can hear on these Ds, these 2 Ds here, there's a little pitch bend flick. Dun, dun. Just did that with pitch bend. So you can see again, it's this one is a 3-bar region, but most of the first bar, most of bar 41 is empty. Just this last quaver, it's like an upbeat really to bar 42. So again, once you've got that little simple phrase in, you can copy that from bar 41 to 73. Why is that starting at beat 4? Go away. Okay, I've just trimmed the region. So if you were copying that from bar 41, just copy it straight to bar 73, then to 77, 81. So it's the same each time. So if we look at all 4 of those in the piano roll editor, you can see that they're all identical. Okay, so that's the second one. Just like the first one, a little bit panned over to the left, exactly the same delay. On all of these, I've just got a touch of reverb just to bed them in. Moving on to third little ad lib is a little bit more complicated. We hear this for the first time. Again, it's during the intro. Let's have a listen to that in the track. So it's that I just gotta get through this 2-bar phrase. Looks like this. You see that most of the second bar is empty. It's just the last note of bar 9 just hangs over to bar 10. So 2-bar phrase, which you can just copy from bar 9 to bar 11. And then this comes back during the end of the track from bar 73. But see, it's just those notes. So we've trimmed off. I'm just going to get through this notes. We've just got dun, 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 those notes. So we're not. You can copy this whole phrase that we've got at bar 9, but just get rid of the last 2 notes when you copy it to bar 73. You can see it looks a little bit more complicated through this. That's because I've got things kind of copied on top of each other. So I'm going to separate those out so that it's a bit clearer. So let's move this one down and that one. Okay, let's ignore those for the time being. Just look at these, exactly the same thing. Dun, 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 dun. I just gotta get 2 bar phrases copied every 2 bars. So 73, 75, 77, 79, 81, 83, 85, 87, 89. But also layered up, copied at bar 78. Ooh. So here, bar 78, the first note needs to come in halfway through, so on the 3rd beat of 78. Let's look at the right one. And then the same thing at 82. Except at 82 it comes in halfway through the 1st beat. So a little bit of irregular copying on those ones, which is why it's a little bit more complicated. So bar 78, 3rd beat, dun, 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 dun. Bar 82, halfway through the 1st beat, dun, 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 dun. Hope that makes sense. So that's probably the densest one. There's like that one's got the most going on, or it's copied the most times. Then the last one is this one, which doesn't come in anywhere until we get to the end. Then we get 3 of these. So starting at bar 75, let's turn the other ones off. Okay, so again, like comes in on the upbeat to bar 76, and you heard hopefully that little pitch bend nudge on the note as well, both on the D and on the F. Dun, dun. Okay, so comes in at 75, then again at 79, exactly the same, just copied from 75 to 79. And this one, a little bit more going on, just for the last one. Copied it to 83. Oh yeah, just copied these notes through these last 2 bars, which I thought I heard in the original track. Yeah, kind of hear it really quietly tucked away in the back there. So that's the ad libs. Hope that makes sense and is helpful to you, James, and possibly anyone else who's panicking because what's the deadline, like next week or something? Anyway, there you go. Cheers then.